conference will now be recorded.
So now we are going to start with a new topic. So that will be based on introduction to social media. So I hope all are using social media. So can anyone tell me, so what all we can use it under social media? So social media is an interactive digital platform, so that will allow the users to create and share or exchange the content. So where we call it as, like, for example, images or photos. So those things and all will be posting on the social media, right? So first thing, we do post images, then we post with our videos and live streaming. Okay, so then we do post with text post, and then some blog also will be there, plus we'll be sharing our music, and which is nothing but the audio. So plus we'll be having some emojis with creating some reactions, and we do comments. Okay, so if I talk about the communication with the global connectivity, where it creates with user to interact anytime, anywhere. So that is a motto of creating our social media. So mainly anytime, anywhere. So any from anywhere where we can use it with the social media. For example, let's say that you people are posting a photo on Instagram, uploading a video on YouTube, so that you're sharing in the status. So that and all where we are going to use it as per the social media. Plus, we will be coming across with personal use. So personal use is what connected with the people. So those things we have it. According to that, we have to give our social media for the business also. So once we talk about in the perspective of social media for business. So business where they'll be giving the promotion. Okay. So once we talk about the promotion, where we have to promote our product plus services. So where we are going to promote their products and services. Okay, so then we'll be using businesses. So use the following social media. So social media, what it comes to our mind? So mainly we have Facebook, then we have Twitter, then we have LinkedIn, then Instagram pages. Okay, so these are the different social media what we'll be using on the daily basis. So once we talk about the better reach, how we have to reach our product to the customer. So where we have to share our message quickly. Suppose if I say you're inquiring about the product, we need to reply them what is the requirement. Plus we have to grow our opportunity to increase our conversion. So which will help to build our supporters, and which will boost your inbound traffic and all will be based on the brand. So first thing, we have to know the value of customer, starting the relevant and timely content. So this and all makes an important role if you are going to work on the social media. Okay, so some advantages we have where cost effective will be there, which helps to improve the search engine ranking, and then improves the satisfaction like based on the brand authority. So all this will be coming across with the based on the brand loyalty. So brand loyalty based on social media marketing. So this will help improve a brand loyalty. So this is the main thing where we should understand before creating with the products. So first thing, we have to creating an emotional and providing value to the customer, sharing relevant and timely content. So then interacting. So interacting with customers regularly. So these are all matters once we are working on the prospect of the business. Is that clear, guys? So yeah, if you understood, just send me a chat that you understood by typing number 1. Okay. So now we are going to start work on the Facebook market. Okay. So how to create a business pages we are going to start, and then how to optimize the. So we'll be learning with business page plus how to optimize. So optimizing basic content creation. So we should know how to create it, and then we have to monetize with the business page. So main thing will be knowing about the posting schedules, plus we'll be working on the hashtags. So this and all it is important. Ads manager. So then where we are jumping into the main module on the ads manager, this and all plays an important role to run on the business. So we have to create a advertisement for the business. So through this we'll be getting a lead generation also. So lead generations, and then we'll be creating the dashboard. So this and all it is the important thing once we talk about the Facebook. I hope all are using Facebook, Instagram. So that is our personal use what we are coming across. But once we talk about the business perspective, where we have to know the business page, how to optimize it, and what are the basic content creation we'll be using, and then posting schedule. So posting schedule also matters over here, plus where we have to know how to use the hashtag. So hashtag will be given. So then we'll be using the Ads Manager, leads generation, dashboard creation. After that, we have to analyze. So this and all is the things where we'll be using in our Facebook page. Is that clear, guys? So then we'll be doing remarketing also. Remarketing. So based on the pixels, I'll be briefing you later how to use this. Plus, we have to use the conversion also. So then Instagram also will be using. So Instagram, what all will use. So main thing we do come across with the hashtags. Then we have the competitors. So all this we have to focus. Competitors will be there, and then we have to keep eye on that. Then feed will be given based on the reels. Plus we'll be creating the stories, and then Instagram ads. Plus you'll be having a next will be the first we need to create a channel. So YouTube, first we need to know what we are going to start, what is a channel name, so what is the title you're going to give it. So channel creation also matters over here to get the number of subscribers. And then we are going to use the optimization a video, and then we'll be uploading. So, where we have to understand what is the right process to upload the video, when to upload, what the time you're going to give it, that sustained time should be followed once if I'm running on a YouTube channel. So that's how it will increase the number of views when you're starting with the YouTube. Plus, the same thing happens for the Facebook page also, business page, optimizing with the basic contents, all this, it will be coming across with this particular topic. Okay, so you can just make a note on this.
This conference will now be recorded.
So next we are going to see what are the other advantages. So once we talk about other advantages of a social media platform. Okay, so once we talk about the other advantage of a social media, so where we can customize or it is a cost effective, which will improve in the search engine ranking. So this and all, it is one of the important things where we have to be knowing about it. So is customizable. Then we can have is with the low cost. So cost will be efficient. So then it helps improve search engine with rankings. Then it improves customer satisfaction. Then helps to create a more a brand with authority. So this and all, it is the advantage if I'm using on the social media. So let's say that I'm going to promote my brand. So where we have to keep customers engaged and updated. So let's assume that you're going to launch a new product. So if I'm going to launch a new product where the customer should know and every day you have to update on the same prospect. So then we have to drive to our web traffic. So web traffic at what? Like let's say that a website relevant for that purpose and all will be using. Plus we have to monetize. So with the general options, influence, decision, so what to purchase. So we have to develop on the target market. So next is we have to know about the impact. So impact of social media. So social media impact is what? Which will reach globally. Okay, so that is the first impact what will be having. So global news plus where we are going to purchase plus we need to get the updates with new products. Then we have to give a proper customer services. So then main thing it's the communication process between the customers. So this and all is the impact once if I'm using on the social media. Okay, so next is what we need to know how to utilize. So utilize is what, let's say that I'm going to express through thoughts, and then we share our knowledge and then get gathered with the feedback. So this and all you should be knowing around. Okay, so what is a goal? So goal you have to set whenever there is a categories. So goal is important when you're running on a social media. So what is that? Like for example, increase the number of followers. And if I'm using with YouTube, where I have to know about my number of subscribers, then you have to generate the leads. So generating lead also is one of the next where you're going to get more leads from the other source of Instagram page, Facebook, all those things. Plus you should create a awareness, and where you have to increase on utilizing with the app and then usage, and then you have to promote on sales. So this and all will increase your revenue. Plus I need to know about my goals. So if I say smart, so if I'm working in a smart way, I should specific measurable achievements whatever we are going to use it on the selected products. So this and all it is important once if I'm running on the social media platform. So key elements and all will be there, like how to maintain your profile and how to post and how to advertise. So all those things you have to be knowing once we are using on the social media platform. So next one is the handling with the negative feedback. Also, it's one of the where they will share their feedback, and then we have to plan according to the customer. Then we have to address the source of feedback. So that is not a negative feedback; it is a valid, so that we can encourage the customer to take a part of to improve our products. So this and all it is important once we are working on the social media. Is that clear, guys? So if you say yes. Next,
This conference
we
will
are
now
going
be
to see
recorded.
with social media. So how virtually will be connected. So main thing where we have to advertise on the banners, the posters. So once if I want to see the people who are trending in the social media, like for example, selling a coffee within a one day, they'll get promoted and they'll reach like anything. So this is how the social media will promote a one person where they can come it into the top level. So that is depends on how we are going to promote your controversy based on the social media, whatever you're going to upload. Okay, so let's say that if I'm going to browse. I think you guys might have heard about a chai wala who is Dolly. So within a one day where he has been implemented on number of views. So for example, so now you can see he's trending on the social media. So once if I see his YouTube channels and where if I click on the images, so where you can see he's getting famous on the social media platform. So this is how we are going to reach on that particular while creating on the prospect of the Facebook. So once if I want to search any a person, so where you can see Instagram, so where you can see its follower 15.1, so the number of followers what he has achieved. So 5 million followers he has. So this is how you're going to reach on the business perspective by giving the hashtag with the taglines. All those will be helpful when I'm going to run on my business. So that's how the social media platform which helps the person to become a overnight. So where you can see it has been created in the Wikipedia also. So this and all is the things where we have to keep in the mind and how we have to use it. So next, if I talk about personal uses, so personal use of social media. So social media, if I'm talking about the personal use, so how we are connected with family and friends, and then expressing our opinions, and then we are spreading our information based on that. So this also is one of the different variation if I'm connecting to the personal uses. So personal use, if I say, so I can say staying connected with family and friends. Then expressing opinions. So next we are spreading informations. So this is our personal use. If I talk about the business perspective, that will be a different. So that and all, it is important. So suppose if I say we have a social media for the business promotion. So business promotion is what? Like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram page and all, where I can promote my business. So promoting the business where we can gain with the number of customers. Okay, so how we are going to use the better reach. So better reach is what, as I told you, so this is also is one of the important thing. So better reach where we allow to share messages. Okay, so then we help to build a relationship. So relationships among the customers, plus we have the followers. So then we are creating a loyal base. So loyal base is what? It's based on the supporters. So loyal base of supporters. Okay, so next, where we are going to boost inbound traffic. So all this where we are going to use it over here. So which will increase our conversion. So if I talk about the conversion directly, we are going to work on the different kinds of the leads. So personal uses of social media and then better reach. So next is what? Brand loyalty. So brand loyalty, which will improve a social media, like for example, creating and interacting with the a customer. So providing the value to them, and then we are going to work on it. So advantages, all those things we have to be known. So other advantages I told you. So where we have to monetize and target on the people. So next, significance of social media. So significance of social media is what? To express the thoughts and share your knowledge and gather the feedback. So this and all, it is important. So once we talk about the social media marketing, so where we have essential, so where we are going to set so that we can increase our revenues. So once we talk about the goals which will increase the revenue, and then we are going to promote our sales. Okay, is that clear with this? Say yes if it is so. So next is the key elements. Okay, so key elements, the first thing we have to maintain. So we have to maintain a profile. So then we have to keep on posting our daily ads. Then we have to advertise. So we have to advertise and then we get engaged. So engaging will happen and then we are going to measure. Okay, so this which will work to effective on the key points how we are going to place it on the daily basis for the posting purpose. Okay, so handling negative feedback also address the source of feedback and encourage the customer to take the part of it. Okay, and one more we have a concept called as where we call it as the. So once if I talk about the digital media trend, so digital media trend, what happens around 60 to 5% people use internet and 58% will use the social media regularly. So people how they use on the social media trend. So maybe we use through some people to come across using laptops or we use our mobiles and then we use our smartphone device. So this and all it will be used in the global. So individually worldwide they'll spend around 23.7 hours on YouTube channel as per the research, and then each month where they will be spending around on Facebook, all those things they'll be using on the social media. Okay, so measuring is also important here. Measuring is where we have to give the elements for the brand communication, like for example brand awareness plus storytelling. So all those things it is mandatory once if you're going to use it. Okay, so next we'll be discussing with B2B and B2C. So can tell anyone tell me what is B2 and B2C?
B2B is business to business,
Okay,
and B2C is business to customer or consumer, something like this.
okay. So B2B, as you said, it's the business to business, and B2C is for business to the consumer. So once if I talk about B2B, business sells a product or receive another business. For example, I can tell you a software company selling a accounting software to the companies. So that is B2B. So once we talk about the business to consumer, a business sells product or service directly to the customer. So let's say that you people are running some online shopping apps or selling a cloth on individual. So this is how it works on the B2C. So first one is B2B. So the full form is business to business. So where we say business sells products or giving a services to another business. So for example, a software company software company selling accounting software to companies. Okay, so next one is B2C. So B2C where we say as business to consumer. So business to consumer means a business sells products or they're giving any services directly to customer. So let's say one example for this. If your people are doing some online shopping apps selling cloth to individual. So is that clear with this? So you have any doubts on this? Is that clear? Okay, so in this, where I'm going to tell you the differentiate. So we have the aspect of person, that is B2, B2C, and D2C. So what is the full form of D2C? So D2C will be the direct to the consumer. Okay. So once if I say buying source and then it goes to the retailers, then it comes to the marketplace. Okay, so next year we'll be having a decision style, emotional and quick, like trust on the branded on whatever we are going to give it. So like this we have to focus. So once if I say I am focusing on something, so focus with price and offers, plus we'll be having the brand experience. Okay, so once if I talk about the business to consumer means where we have a individual buyer, so where they purchase for personal needs of lifestyle, for example, buying a mobile phone or food items. So once if I say discount, festival offers, so we are giving you promotions on that. So there is a decision making process will be there. So then we'll have some less research compared to the business buyer, so it will be having some social media ads, emails, mobile apps, and all will be using. So once if I go back over here, suppose if I say offers for Republic Day. So once if I click on this, where you can see Flipkart, so promo, so grab on. So like this, we have a different ad which has been given. If I click on the Flipkart Republic Day sale, so now you can see there is a live sale. So once if I scroll it down, where you can see we have the different products which is having some offers like relevant to the mobiles. So if I want this ad to be running on my Instagram page by giving a link, so that's how we are going to give the promotions on that. So let's say that I'm going to buy a, so once if I increase on that, where you can see there is one information has been given. So sales ends in so and so time. So there is a offer, the actual price followed by the special price. So once we scroll it down, where we have all the highlight and the feature. So again, if I come down, where I can see there is a ratings. So 5. So 4.1, it's above. It's a good rating. It's more than 2 lakh ratings are there. Plus they have written the reviews. So now you can see sound quality, bass, design. So this how we are going to use it in our social media to implement on the products. So next, if I talk about the D2C, so D2C where they'll focus on the buyer, so where they purchase directly from the brand. So that is a difference where you have to understand. So once we talk about D2C, so D2C where we call it as direct to consumer. Okay, so what they do is they represents a customer who buys directly from the brand without the intermediate. So that is the meaning of this D2C. So D2C, so which represents a customer who buys directly from the brand and then without intermediator. Okay, so mainly they'll focus on brand, plus they'll focus on the buyers. Okay, so what they do is directly they purchase from brands or from the websites or through the app also. Okay, let's say that you're going to buy some branded directly from the Nike. Okay, or you're buying from Mama Earth. So this is through the website. So it is trustable. So this particular branded, it is trustable and where they have the royalty. So this is the main thing which comes to the mind while buying on the brand. So trusted and it has the loyalty oriented. Okay, so now if I say with the values and a brand authorities where they have some quality, so which becomes the a customer to buy again and again, which has been research oriented, so where they have some products, so where they care about the product packaging and deliver the product, customer support, all this will be there. Once if I talk about this particular brands, we have many brands. I've just taken as an example. If I talk about the Mama Earth, where they take care of the good with the quality of the product plus customer supports also we have. Suppose if I wanted to know about the Mama Earth, so once if I type, you can see we have three options over here: office and the day cream. If I click on the office, where you can see there is a message called as a sponsored, so it is being given as an ad. It's a paid ad. That's the reason I'm getting on the top page. In the right hand side where you can see sponsored products. So once if I click on that, they're giving a combo offer. So once if I say there are different variations. So once we click, it redirects to their page plus on that particular product. So now here you can see there is a price which has been indicated as 40%. So once we scroll it down where they have a relevant information plus reviews. Suppose directly if I'm going on this. So this is different and this is different. So show now and get up to 25% off. So you can see it is based on the shampoo and whatever I have clicked on the ad that is relevant to the air fall. So two different ads which is appearing if I browse on my Google page. So again, if I come down where you can see people also search for so and so offers. They're giving some suggestions. Or else if you're trusted with the Amazon, so where you can buy on the products. See, if I go to the Amazon, so if I scroll it, where I'm getting not exactly on the same, but it is redirecting to the scrubs or whatever we have in. Now where you can see all these options are available. Is that clear, guys? Just so everyone understood.
This conference will now be
So
recorded.
next we need to understand about the buyer persona. So what is buyer persona? So let's say that so buyer persona where you can see it is a profile of ideal customer to market research real data, so which they are behaving on the motivation goals, all those things will be there. It will help you to target and personalize your market effectively. Okay, so this is a small brief relevant to the business. So first thing what we have to know, first thing we have to create an effective marketing plus generation should be there. So identifying the right set for the business, so that is very important over here. So first thing we need to know about effective marketing plus we need to know about the lead generate. Okay, so in that way, we are going to organize and engage with the following activities to create on this particular buyer. So first thing, we have to do the audience research. So audience research, where we have to come across on the things, what they're looking for. Like for example, which platform we have to use it, which particular browser you're going to get it. So all those things we have to know. So what we do is Google Trends. So once if I click on the Google Trends, so let's say I'm talking about some formal dresses. So I want to do some research on this. So if I click, see now, you can see where we are getting a trend market. So you can even specify which country you're looking for. So those information also can be given away. So it will show you the trend as per the formal dress. So like for example, 12 months. See again if I come back, formal dresses. So now where you can see it is popping up formal wear, formal dresses. So all these options it is giving the suggestions. So once if I click on the formal dresses, so now you can see there is a explore. So if I say trending now, if I click on that, it will show you the research. See past 24 hours, so search value, so what are the brand names, everything it will appear over here. So now again if I go top, I want to explore. If I click on the explore, then here again I can search on my product, so what I'm looking for. So as I said, a formal dresses. So now formal dresses. Now in the bottom where you can see it is United States. So I'm looking in that particular country, which country, for example India. So if I type India, under India where you can see it is popping up with the, so if I click on India, now you can see all regions, or I'm looking only for the Karnataka. So if I click on Karnataka, so past year also we can specify. So 4 hours, 24 hours, whatever you wanted to search, and then you just click on this option. Now where you can see here we are getting interest over time Karnataka. So again if I scroll it down, where you can see there is a date, a time, everything has been specified. So it's all about what is a trending product, so that we can concentrate on that and then we can sell our products. So trending now. So now where you can see what all it is trending now. So again, if I scroll it down. So this how we have to fix our strategy while using the lead generation for the products. So any e-commerce website, they'll come and research on this particular Google trend, so that A to Z you'll be knowing all the products on it. So again, if I go here, all trend. So you can segregate with the categories also. Like for example, autos, vehicles, beauty, so entertainment. So what is your category belongs to? As per that, you have to search. For example, business and finance. So here I can see the title or research value. So you can explore the products. So again, if I come down, if I click on the gold price today, So now I'll just click on the explore. So Karnataka. See. So now here you can see variation. So now we have to see a B2C and D2C. So business to consumer, direct to the consumer. So where we are creating the sorting with the customer based. Like for example, what all you have to target on the people. First thing we have to target on the age. So what is the gender? So gender mainly we target on the girls or women like that. So now next important thing is based on the language. Plus we need to target on the a location also. Then a family. So then you need to know buying behavior. Okay, so what all their hobbies, all those things also we should get into the picture. So that what happens, it is a higher side than going to major aspect. Females, we supposed to have some running on the advertisement. So who is looking, all those things we have to filter it and then we have to measure the products to buy on. Okay, so directly you will use the Google Trend. From there, you're going to access these options. Okay, so I'll just,
This conference will now be recorded.
so next one is the time frame. So time frames for uploading organic post. So organic post is nothing but without paying, we are working on that videos, whatever we are using. Suppose if I say I'm using a Facebook. So best time and day is, for example, Wednesday between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So which are the bad days? Like for example, Sunday. So once if I say Instagram, so if it is Instagram, so again there is a time, best time and the day. So again it comes on Wednesday and Friday between 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. So again, it's a bad day on Sunday. Why? Because it's a lazy day, it's a family time day. So most probably the people don't use the social media on that particular days or a whatever the time. So Instagram, this is the date and this is the time which has been given for the Facebook. So next, if it comes to the Twitter. So Twitter's again Wednesday and Friday between 9 to 4 p.m. Again, it's a bad day on Saturday. If I talk about the LinkedIn, so where I can post on Wednesday between 8 to 2 and bad day will be on Monday and Sunday. So they'll be coming to the work. So that's how they won't use it in such a way. So this four platform you should be knowing how to apply and what is the best time to use it on the social media. So Twitter, Wednesday and Friday between 9 to, you can say 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. And for the LinkedIn, the best time and day will be on Wednesday and the time will be 8 to 2 p.m. So this platform where you're going to using. So Monday always is occupied with their own activities. So because of that, Saturday and Sunday the companies will be having off. So they'll shut down the business and they'll be working under the pressure. So that's how they will be setting the times in such a way. Okay, so what are the social media is a fast and interactive digital platform for users to share their content and express their emotions visually. So business social media to share their company with post pictures and the products, offer day, so which will increase your conversion rates by driving in the traffic to the website. So this ongoing process will be required once the engagement will be happening to the audience. Okay, so next is what we have to know. Leading from the countries based on the Facebook audience size. So let's say that I want to know about the static page. So let's say that leading countries based on Facebook audience size for size of January 2026. So now you can see I'm getting the a static page over here. If I click on this, so now if I scroll it down, where you can see India, United States, so what all the leading, so which users by a country wise. So here we are just understanding the leading based on the countries. So these are the audience where they are using in the year of that particular size. So once if I scroll it down, see this and all, it's in a millions. This and all is the audience from different countries. So, so we are in the top lead. So all like where our people are using more on the social media. So these are the demands on our country. So this is a vast demand on social media because of the business. So this if I just click on the expand, so where you can see the other country compared to our country, which our country is the leader. Okay, so like this we can search again if I come down. See, Facebook users by country 2026. So now here you can see 581 6 millions people are using. So United States, Brazil, Indonesia. So you can see the differentiate. So female user, male user. Okay, this and all will be discussing in detail the coming classes. So Facebook marketing. So creating brand awareness. So Facebook, I hope all are using Facebook.
This conference